is your girl Cheryl, and woo, it is day five of the Get Your Life Challenge. I am so excited. Hey, Ella, thanks so much for joining. I am so excited, y'all. We are rolling and we are having such a marvelous time in this challenge. So, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I know before introductions, before we talk about what we're going to get into today, if this has been blessing you, I want you to share this with someone. Share it on your page, tag somebody in the comments. We are having a great time. God is blessing. I am being blessed by it. I pray that you are too. So share this with somebody as we go through this entire challenge. So I'm so excited about it. Um, for those of you that don't know me or just getting to know me, my name is Cheryl Thomas. I'm a minister, best-selling author, and certified Christian life coach. But aside from all of that, I see it as one of my assignments in the earth from our Heavenly Father is to teach church girls, Christians, men and women. I kind of exclusively dive into women, but it's open to everyone, teaching you how to live the overcoming abundant life that God has called you to live. That means my assignment is to teach you how to live, to love yourself, to invest in yourself, to value your voice, and to experience big fun. So that's one of the reasons why we are on this 30-day Get Your Life Challenge. God is challenging us during the last portion of this year to get a life, a real life, a life that not only invigorates and excites you, but that excites the world and draws them to Him. So I'm so excited about that. If you are following me on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, I don't know which one of the platforms that you may be watching me on. Let me know in the comments where you're watching me from. If you're watching me on Facebook, let me know. If you're watching me on YouTube, let me know. And then also let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. And if you're watching me on Insta, you're my Insta family, let me know that too. And if you haven't connected with me on all those platforms and you are on all those platforms, I want you to join me there. There's something a little different on every single platform. On my YouTube platform, that is where I pretty almost exclusively target Christian single women. Oh, all right, Ella's on Facebook Live. Awesome. So I typically target just single women on my YouTube channel, um, inspiring and encouraging them that they are enough. They are good enough as they are. And that as they wait for God to send their mates, there are things that they can be doing and should be doing to have a fulfilling life, so that they aren't waiting on a man for a good life, for excitement, for fun, or for fulfillment in any way, but that God fulfills us just because we are His. And then He brings a man alongside, should that be our choice, to walk alongside us in that journey. And then on Facebook and on Instagram, I target all church girls. And we talk about singleness, we talk about wealth, we talk about health, we talk about relationships, we talk about building as a woman of God, what that looks like, especially if you've been indoctrinated in church, how to walk out the abundant life that God has called us to live. So let's jump into this 30-day journey, our challenge for today. The last 4 days have been phenomenal. We talked on day 1 about how to get a life. Day 2, we talked about how to get a clue. Day 3, we talked about what get some friends. Everybody needs some friends. Thank you for being a friend. How to get some real friends. Day 4, we talked about getting a backbone, which is so necessary. And on today, it's going to be a little bit unconventional, the thing that I'm going to ask you to do on today. Some people may not think that it is necessary, but I think it is vital to live in the climate, especially the climate that we are in right now. And that is get some air. Get some air. Get some fresh air. The whole world over the past 18 months, we've been walking through different phases of this pandemic. The phase where everything all over the entire earth was shut down. Then gradually, it opened back up. And then, we kind of shut down, and certain, countries shut down again. And then it opened back up, and then it shut down. And so we've been on this mental roller coaster for the last 18 months, going in and out of shutdown, in and out of so many areas of uncertainty. And so when I tell you to get some air, I want you to air out some things. I want you to air out your mind. I want you to air out your fears. I want you to air out those anxieties and those frustrations. And the way I want you to do that is a simple way. And sometimes we are so busy looking for complex answers when most of God's answers are so very simple. They're so very simple. They're so very cut and dry. But we make them complicated. And so how I want you to air out those things is I want you to get outside. I don't know, but for me, my job had me working from home until July of this year. So for over a year, almost a year and a half, I was working from home. And so I didn't go outside a lot except on my daily prayer walks. I would walk every day, just, to talk to God, to commune with nature. And I wanted to give you all some stats about what it means to get outside. I want you to read this very important stat. It says, America is one of the most stressed countries in the world. The country that most of you that are watching me live in, we are one of the most stressed countries in the world. It says with 55% of Americans reporting feeling stress daily. Every day, y'all. Somebody in America, 55% of Americans are stressed out daily. And this impacts not just our mental health, but it also impacts our physical health. But the study said that spending 20 to 30 minutes outside has proven to reduce stress levels. So when I say get outside, it's not just, hey, let's go take a walk in the park. I'm asking you to do that not just for recreation, but for your mental health. Science has proven that being outside improves not just your stress levels, but it's helpful for fighting depression and anxiety. It's helpful for boosting your mood. It says that natural sunlight improves your mood and your self-esteem. That there's something in the rays of the sun. Y'all see how God did this? He put everything that we needed right where, number one, is free, and that everybody, no matter of financial status, political status, or any kind of status, everybody has access to it. So it says that the sun's rays, whether it's hot or sun, it helps to it's a serotonin. I think it says a serotonin releaser, and that is a natural mood stabilizer. So just being outside helps. I know, and I live in Florida. For those of you that are not here, I used to walk every day until the sauna. That is what the Floridians call summer. Hit really hard. And when the summer hit really hard, I kind of retreat indoors. Hey, Sweet Pea, thanks for joining. And so I retreated indoors, and I don't walk every day like I used to, but I miss it because my walks every day was not just to get the vitamin D from the sun, not just so that serotonin is released, that mood stabilizer that, fights depression and fights anxiety, and that helps clear your mind, and that it shows you the beauty that is nature, the beauty that's all around us. It also, for me, was my time with God. That's where I would pray. I pray every day, anyway, in the mornings, that's my devotion time. But that was, the time where I could walk and talk with God. And when I'm walking, I'm talking out loud to God. So I'm hearing myself, talk to God about how my day is going. And so I want you to think that that prayer has to be something deep and, superfluous, or, oh, thou heavenly Father, it's like, God, this is how my day went. I was a little frustrated at work. This happened. I need you to help me work on my attitude. I need you to help me work on blah, blah, blah. So it's just me talking out loud to God. And it's where I process my feelings. It's where I process emotions, how I'm thinking about certain things. It's where I talk to God about things that he's asking me to do, asking for direction. God, give me direction on how to do this. Tell me how to do this better. Lord, you instructed me, or you've given me so many business ideas. Which ones do I tackle first? Show me how to do it. Surround me with the right people. So when I say get some air, yes, I want you to get outside, because a lot of times when you get outside and you get to moving and you get that those blood moving and running through your body, and you get that oxygen flowing, you think better. Sometimes we are so very busy living life that we don't live life. Does that make sense? We're so busy, going to work, going to church, doing this, doing that, that we aren't asking the giver of life what our life should look like. Hey, Dion, thanks for joining. So, in essence, what I'm asking you to do when I ask you to get outside is to slow down. Woosah. Slow it all the way down. Come back from that hurried pace that we're so often used to living at, just warp speed, going, 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 doing, 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 that we don't have a lot of time to do some thinking, thinking, thinking. And what getting some air, getting outside, often by yourself, will allow you to do is to think, to process, to pray, and to ponder. I remember one of the things when I moved back to Florida. I was living in Texas for over 13 years. But when I moved back to Florida, one of the things that my father, who I think is one of the wisest men on the face of the planet, just my thoughts, one of the things that he would often say to me is that sometimes you just need to sit down, get in a rocking chair or something, and just think. Don't do anything. Don't plan anything. Just think. And for the better part of this year, that's where God has had me. Just thinking, just pondering. Well, God, show me how to do this. Show me how to do this. God, what do you think about this? How should I think about this? And so when we're doing this, get some air, when you're getting outside, when you're taking this walk, when you're doing the bike run, when you're going camping, when you're going hiking, and I'm giving y'all all kinds of things that you can do outside. So you're not just standing outside looking around like, okay, Cheryl said, let's go outside. What are we doing outside? We're going for walks or runs. We are taking bike rides. We are taking hikes. We are gardening. My family loves gardening. My mom and dad, or we call them farmers, they love to garden, to grow something. And I love eating the fresh vegetables out of their garden, because I don't have to worry about pesticides. I don't have to worry about, hormones or anything inside of that. I know it's fresh and it's from the earth. Work out outside. Instead of working out inside, work out outside. Meditate outside. Just talk to God outside. Picnic outside. Go for a swim. It's hot. Go to the beach. It's hot. Well, if you're in Florida, it is. There are so many places, especially if you live in Florida, there are so many places to do outside and to do it well. So my challenge for you today is to slow down. Take a minute just for you. Get outside. See the birds flying through the air, listening to their chirps. Watch the bees go from flower to flower. Just smell in. I'm in the country, so I can just breathe in fresh air. If you're in the city, or if you're in the concrete jungle, go to a park where you could just breathe in good fresh air and just sit and think and talk or read a book. Spend some time with you. Spend some time just for you. I want you to do it at least twice a week. A lot of times I'll say 3 times a week, but I know with some of our schedules, it may be a little difficult. But at least twice a week, I want you to spend 15 minutes twice a week just going outside, spending time with you. Now, in this climate, I want you to do it safely. So I want you to mask up. I want you to social distance. But the best place to be in a climate like this, in a pandemic like this, is outside. So go outside, social distance, wear your mask, and just be. Allow God to speak to you. Allow Him to minister to you. So, my friend, take some time for you. You have given most of yourself to other people. Now it's going to be time to be a little selfish and give some time to you. Take a minute. You deserve it. Get some fresh air and let God minister to you. I hope this has been a blessing to you. If it has, I want you to share it with somebody that needs it. Also, if you're watching on the replay, I do want you to let me know it so I can hello to you and just congratulate you for making it to day 5. We are moving through this 30-day challenge, and you all are doing absolutely awesome. So thank you so much for joining me on today, and have a great rest of the day.